Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Mar Menor, which is a coastal lagoon separated from the Mediterranean Sea by a thin sand strip of 1 kilometer to 100 meters wide and 22 kilometers long. It's the biggest saltwater lagoon of Spain and fills a surface of 135 square kilometers.
The Mar Menor is a very important tourist destination in Murcia due to its unique climate with soft winters and warm summers, and all the activities you can do right here, like taking a ferry, renting a boat, or having a mud bath at the famous Mar Menor Muds. You can also try some interesting sports like sailing, windsurf, canoe, paddle surf, and snorkeling.
Now let's talk about the contamination. The condition of the Mar Menor, a very important ecosystem, has worsened considerably during the past few years, which is an important cause for concern nowadays. This saltwater lagoon is about to get collapsed due to the water contamination, which has caused the massive proliferation of toxic green algae, a type of algae that causes the degeneration of the ecosystem since it prevents the rest of plants and animals from living.
The health counseling informed that the direct cause of the accumulation of organic waste is the discharge of water, agricultural, and urban waste. The Murcian orchard, which surrounds the lagoons, needs a very high water consumption to be able to supply itself. Farmers desalinate the water from irrigation, and then the action of the rain returns to transport the water to the sea, this time contaminated with fertilizers and excess nutrients.
Now we are going to talk about the animals and plants of the Mar Menor. Referring to the fauna, we can highlight the high number of aquatic species like seahorses, eels, gillfish, prawns, oysters, sea bass, and a lot of shellfish. We also can't forget our friends the jellyfish. In the zones of salt pan, we can find a lot of flamingos and storks. There's not much to say about the flora, because we only can find the common green algae.
Talking about gastronomy, we must highlight the abundance of fish in every menu. The typical menu covers a wide variety of rice and fresh fish. Caldero is the most famous dish of the Mar Menor and was born in La Manga, where the fishermen imbibed this tasty rice cooked with fish and garlic. Between the fish, we can distinguish the gillhead, the prawns, and the typical fried fish. If we speak about the fish course, we have to highlight the salted tuna, typical raw, and the famous prawns of the Mar Menor.
Due to the particular weather conditions of the Mar Menor, with a great number of hours of sun a year and high salinity levels, some muds suitable for therapeutical treatments have been stocked for centuries at the northern end of the lagoon. The latest studies by Universidad de Murcia in 1995 show that these sediments have a high percentage of cations, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and fluoride, as well as anions, chloride, and sulfate in levels which are well over the expected ones, even for waters of this salinity level.
If you suffer from bone and joint pains, you should definitely go to the muds of Las Salinas in Lopagan and try the well-known Mar Menor muds. Due to sedimentation on the sand and the bottom of these muds, there are some muds with a great power of absorption, mineralizing action, and healthy effects. They are very appropriate for skin treatments and in case of rheumatism, arthritis, gout, and rehabilitation after bone fracture. They are also used as anti-inflammatory. Different thalassotherapy centers at Mar Menor use these muds in their therapeutical and beauty treatments.
There's only one bridge in the Mar Menor. It's called El Puente del Estacio. It's a drawbridge, crossed by cars when closed and by ships when it's opened. It's the only way to get to the Mediterranean Sea from the Mar Menor, and comes up all the even hours to let the ships get through it.
There are 4 islands of different size all over the Mar Menor, with some different species of animals and plants. The 2 biggest ones are La Isla del Barón with 92 hectares and 104 meters high, and La Perdiguera with 26 hectares and 45 meters high. Some of the species that live on this island are seagulls, rabbits, snakes, and ducks. On this island we can find the pino carrasco, the palmito, and the carrizo.
In conclusion, the Mar Menor is one of the most important ecosystems all over the region of Murcia, and we have to stop the massive contamination if we want to enjoy it for the next years.